Hello, everybody. It is me, Sacred G, whatever you want to call me, and today we're going to talk about bullshit stuff. Video games. Well, I'm just going to dead out say that this is in the Dead by Daylight sphere, I guess, if you will. And I just really, and this is sort of a rant, I guess, because I just really don't understand the fact that people are saying that Dead by Daylight's dying, even though it's actually not, and I'll show that in a minute. And the fact that the report system doesn't work. I'll also get into that, and I also want to touch upon the bugs that every game has, by the way. Would like to point that out as well. So the first thing is, of course, Dead by Daylight is so not dying. And I don't watch these videos, I just see them pop up, and you kind of get the premise of the video just through the fucking title. First of all, Dead by Daylight is so far from the letter D in dead that it's actually fucking laughable. Because there are 22,000, I'm looking at this right now, 322 people playing it on Steam as of right now. Okay, that doesn't account for people that are using the Epic Store, okay, which I'm pretty sure is a large sum. And I wouldn't say like millions of people are playing, but in the thousands, okay? The PlayStation people, how many people are playing that? I don't know. But there are people on PlayStation playing it right now, guarantee it. And that Xbox platform, the Nintendo Switch, mobile. How is the game dying? I just don't understand how that game is dying. Or how the game's dying. And the reasons I just mentioned, because of quote-unquote toxicity. I'll throw that in there because fuck it, why not? The game's not dead. The game is so far from it, I don't understand the argument at all. When I see these pop up, it's like, it's a waste of time. It's obviously one of these fucking stupid videos that are just trying to be controversial, I guess, or I don't know the purpose, really. Maybe for views, I don't know. Maybe people think the game's dying. It's not. Like, 22,000 people plus the platforms I just mentioned. The other thing I wanted to fucking complain about is the bugs. Like, the reason the game's dying is because of the bugs? Really? The bugs broke Dead by Daylight? Oh no, a new pack came out. There are so many bugs in it. Fuck you, behavior. You're a goddamn piece of shit. Everybody that works there doesn't do their job right. Every fucking game has bugs. Even if it seems like it doesn't. Because it's man-made. Game engines are developed by people, and I don't know fucking shit about game development. I never went to college for that. I'll tell you one thing, that it's actually abundantly clear that day ones are like the worst for games because of the fact they're coming out of alpha, But anyways, about Dead by Daylight, when a new pack comes out, so what? I have literally never experienced any of the fucking bugs that people complain about. It's literally the Bethesda thing. Oh, Bethesda makes really buggy games, when they fail to realize every fucking game has bugs in it. It has, like, their own bugs. Not comparing, just saying every game has bugs. They're either less so, or people end up getting a really not bad copy, but like a bad download or something, and they end up getting shitty bugs, or they just end up getting the shit end of the stick, which is unfortunate, but doesn't mean that the bugs are destroying Dead by Daylight, because if that's the logic you want to use, then every game that has bugs in it that you notice, totally, the game's fucking broken beyond repair. That's not true. Not even in the slightest. It's just like, they don't understand that. I'm an open-minded person, okay? And so I look at it from both angles, and I'm pretty sure that when they release patches, there's bugs in the patches, even for games that behavior didn't make, like for other ones. But, I haven't experienced them, and I just think the bugs are pretty subjective. And the last thing I want to fucking the second to last thing I want to complain about is the report system. Like, every MMO type game has a report system. Do you think those work? No. I think Call of Duty did, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a big COD fan, to be honest. I like Call of Duty, but I'm not avid to follow the franchise because it's the same thing every time, except for the new ones have been seeming interesting, actually. Anyways, if they had, I believe, a report system, and the reason they don't fucking work is because of, guess what? Liars! People just wanting to get somebody banned for no reason. The toxic stuff that we say that exists in Dead by Daylight, the game is so toxic. Anywho, it doesn't work because there's lies within the truth. And I don't know how they view things, how they review things. You know, maybe they want you to send clips. I don't know. But they're not ignoring that. And if you have, like, evidential proof that this person's doing, like, cheating, this, that, the other thing, like, it's all there, I guarantee you they'd do something about it. It's just funny. Why? Like, do you think they should just take everybody at their word? Like, I don't know how they review that shit, but I guarantee you what ruined that, like most other report systems in games, if you can name one that actually bans people for being dishonorable, then let me know in the comments. I don't care. We can have a discussion about it. I'm not perfect, so I can be wrong. But yeah, that'd be nice to know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure for the most part that most report systems don't work because of the fact that people are assholes sometimes and terrible, and they try to get people banned over nothing. So, liars, essentially. And the toxicity, too, is just so funny. So I have rarely, like, ever ran into a very toxic TTV or a very toxic, you know, entitled person. Sometimes I get a little salty and I try to type in the endgame chat. You know, that's because I get a little tilted at the game, and I don't mean to. It's just when I'm in that good streak, when I'm in the zone, and I lose, and I'm like, damn, I lost. I'm mad. Not mad, but annoyed. And yeah, I do take it to the end game chat, but that's nothing. I don't insult them. But yeah, the toxicity I rarely ever see. I don't see really any slurs thrown in there. I don't know if the game's even that toxic. And even though most games actually that have an online community to it do have its toxicity, there's always the rotten apples in the basket, okay? You know, like, it's not prevalent or not avid. What's the word? Well, it's not as frequent. There we go. Sorry. It's not as frequent as people make it seem. Like, some TTVs are douche, bitches, dicks, whatever, and some are not. And that's just how online communities work. Like, Call of Duty, I guarantee you, has some toxic apples or rotten apples in their basket as well. And this, definitely the Left 4 Dead. Like, they gave the kick system in Left 4 Dead, and people are complaining that people were calling each other names. Like, at least you're not getting fucking booted from a game that you waited to get into. Anywho, and thank God Dead by Daylight doesn't have that. That's what I want to bitch about. I'm sorry if this went on for a bit too long, but yeah. The bugs, every game has bugs, and if you're gonna judge a game just because of the bugs and not the content itself, then every game is pretty much broken, if that's the way you want to think. That's just how I view things, and that's just what it seems to see from just the titles of those videos. And yes, Dead by Daylight's not dying. Like, that's ridiculous. Almost. Well, actually, no, it's fucking quite ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, because they just clearly don't look at the Steam players and also take into account the PlayStation, the other people I mentioned. And yet, the toxicity is not as frequent, so I don't know what the fuck people are getting all twisted about that, even though there's toxicity in every fucking online game. Come on. Anywho, I'll see you guys in the next video. I just wanted to give my thoughts on that. I just can't stand it, to be honest. Just, you know, when I try to look for a video that praises Dead by Daylight, and which may seem like an unpopular opinion now, it's just not there. I just see these videos. I don't watch them, of course, but I just see them pop up, and it's like, damn. I guess we can't, you know, give opinions on games we like, because I personally like Dead by Daylight. I do. It's flawed, for sure. You know, not every game is fucking perfect to the letter P. You know, every game has their issues, and I know that. Dead by Daylight's fine. It's one of my favorite online games, to be honest, actually. Anywho, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. I also wanted to add about the toxicity part. A lot of what y'all consider toxic is usually minor, unless, you know, they're using actual slurs and telling you to off yourself and all those terrible things. And yes, that is toxic, and if they keep doing it, and it's even more toxic, and it's kind of a pattern that they may be just toxic, period. But yeah, most of it's just, oh, she banned me from her Twitch, so therefore she's a Karen, or therefore, you know, this guy's a fucking douchebag. Just small stuff, man, sometimes. It just seems to be most of the time, but it's, you know, there's some toxicity out there, and I know that. So anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next.